I want to see my daughter.
Name?
Burke. Nolene Burke.
Ah, yes. Well, if you'd just like to wait a moment, if you'd like to take a seat. What can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to see Mrs. Davidson, thanks, Meg.
Of course. Won't be a moment. Follow me.
And I've also organised a marquee for the garden. That should be about here. Now, Marianne's agreed to foot the bill for everything, including the catering. But I rather thought you might like the prisoners to do that. Just savouries and snacks and so on. It would look very good in the press. Helping those who help themselves. Also, the money saved could go toward the project. Are there problems?
Well, we tried something similar to that not so long ago. And the women helped themselves to rather more than they should have.
Yes. Clara Goddard's cookery class. Well, I think you'll find that Clara will be a little reluctant to let anything like that happen again, particularly if the media's here. After all, it was her idea to have the halfway house project in the first place, and I don't think she'd want to jeopardize it. Also, she's very good at this sort of thing.
Well, I shan't promise anything, but I will think about it.
This is the first time your mother's been here, isn't it, Nolene? So? Nothing. I just thought it'd be nice for her to see you out here. There she is over there.
I'm not blind. G'day, Mum. It's all right, Mum.
I'm sorry, no.
You got nothing to be sorry about. How's the trip?
It's okay. You've been in trouble again.
No. We just had a bit of a boxing match. The other one landed a lucky punch. Should see her.
I hate these places.
Yeah, I know. Don't think about it. Come and sit down. How's the kids?
They do nothing but talk about coal. They wanted to come to the funeral, but I couldn't afford it, not all of us.
Yeah, well, it's best they didn't.
I suppose the screws wouldn't let you come.
I didn't ask. I didn't want to be there. It's better off where he is.
I had to be there. I couldn't let him be on his own.
I know.
What am I going to do now, Nolly? How am I going to manage? We only get the social security and the bills keep coming in. I don't know what to do with you in here and your dad in Bugger Road.
Come on, Mum. You all right? I'll look after you.
How can you in here?
Because I'm being released on Monday. That's how.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure.
And you're like the rest. Never stay out of trouble for long.
Oh, look, Mum, I know what I'm doing. I've been keeping my nose clean, see? Can't wait to get out of this stinking hole and all them smart-ass bitches. Hate the bloody lot of them. Well, they're in for a big shock.
Oh, there you go again.
Look, Mum, I know what I'm doing. They won't catch me this time.
Oh, come on, Dora, it's your guy now. Get on with it.
We're built up. Could I have your attention, please? We are having a barbecue in the prison grounds on Sunday the 15th. That's this coming Sunday. It will be a purely social gathering, and you are all allowed to invite 2 guests each.
I think that's a lovely idea, Mrs. Davidson.
So do I. What's the catch?
No catch, Ferguson. As you probably already know, there has been talk of establishing a halfway house for ex-prisoners. Well, I am happy to say finance has been found for that project.
Mrs. Davidson?
Yes, Lynn?
Do we have to wear our uniforms or can we change into civvies?
Don't be ridiculous, Warner.
I'll have to think about that, Lynn. I'll let you know. Well, are there any more questions? If there aren't any more questions, I'll let you get on with whatever you were doing.
Oh, Mrs. Davidson, who's doing the catering?
I haven't decided that yet.
I'd be happy to volunteer if I could have the kitchen. If you're worried about a recurrence of what happened there, I assure you it won't happen again.
That's out of the question.
Not entirely, Miss Bennett. There is something else you ought to know. There will be members of the press and other media present at the barbecue.
Oh.
Now, the slightest suspicion of a scandal will jeopardize the whole project. I want you to understand it is very important we all make a good impression. We would appreciate your help with the catering, Clara. But you must give me your word of honor you will do nothing of which I would disapprove.
You have it.
Good. You will be supervised the entire time, and you may only have 4 girls to help you.
Whatever you say, Mrs. Davidson.
Well, there's nothing more. Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Davidson. Oh, barbecue.
Good on you, Clara.
Here, give the lady a seat.
Oh, I couldn't have done better myself. Oh, all that lovely grog.
I'm sorry, Lizzie. I meant what I said. No grog.
You're chunky. You don't have to worry about no officer. We'll keep an eye on her.
Yes, that'll be right.
I'm sorry, I meant it. I've given my word.
Clara's right.
Yeah, I reckon she is too.
Ah, you would.
What's the point in having a barbecue if you can't have a little drop to wet your whistle?
Well, if you're not going along with me, I won't do the catering.
Suppose you're right.
Oh,
At least your tucker's better than the rubbish they'd serve up here.
Right then, Clara's the boss.
well, I think Clara's getting too big for her boots.
Oh, you're only saying that because she won't make any more grog.
Well, what if I am? Wouldn't have hurt her.
Well, I think she's all right. She took the blame for the last lot herself, didn't she? And she didn't dob anyone else in, so I reckon we owe her. Don't you think so, Lynn?
What?
We owe Clara. If she says no grog, it's no grog.
Oh, right.
Well, I think she stinks.
Well, I think she's all right. You know what? She reminds me a bit of me mum.
Oh, you don't even remember her.
So what? Well, I think she's smarter than anyone else in here. And she knows what she's talking about, and it wouldn't do you any harm to listen.
Oh, shut your face.
Who's the letter from?
Jeffrey?
Oh, that bloke you work with.
Oh, yeah, but I don't work with him much anymore. He's back at the uni.
Oh.
Gee, I miss not working with him. He's really nice, you know. He treats me different from anyone else. Doesn't care if I'm in here. I don't know, he just makes me feel good.
It's all right for some.
What do you mean, Doreen?
Well, you're lucky having someone waiting for you when you get out. Me, I haven't got anyone. Not even a family. Who have I got when things go bad? I can't even look after myself.
Oh, it's not as bad as that, love. You'll find someone, won't she, Lynn?
Yeah, I mean, you can always come and visit me.
Honest?
Sure.
Oh, that's great. Didn't I say it was nice having her in here?
Mrs. Davidson, surely you're not serious about allowing 2 visitors per prisoner without individual supervision.
Vera, the barbecue is a public relations exercise. The prison will be in the limelight. An occasional relaxing of the rules might improve the image the public have of the prison system. Surely even you can see that.
And how are we supposed to stop the visitors from smuggling in all sorts of things, which you know damn well will happen if they're allowed to roam around unchecked?
Because tight security will be enforced when they arrive and when they leave, and they will be restricted to the garden area only. That way there shall be no problems.
Well, I wish I had your confidence, Mrs. Davidson.
So do I, Vera. So do I.
And I suppose the women will be allowed to roam around in their civvies, making it doubly difficult for us?
Obviously, you don't think they should.
No.
Well, it may surprise you to know, Vera, I agree with you. I would like to relax the rules completely. Unfortunately, too many escapes have been made that way, so the women will be wearing their uniform. Now, if that is all, I would like to see the roster you have prepared.
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.